there, beautiful beings. Welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and thank you so much for being here. I am actually doing a series of deck collection videos, as it has been asked several times on the channel. If I decide to do all the decks in one go, it will be time consuming, so instead I decided to showcase the decks according to publications. So tonight we are having a look at my US Games deck collection. So I hope you enjoy this video. First up, we have the Goddess Oracle deck and book set. This is by Amy Sophia Marashinsky, illustrated by Harana Hanto. Oop, I want to show you the sides. Look at that, isn't that pretty? And in the back you have this, on the spine you have that, and it opens up like this. Nothing here, but very sturdy box. And this is the guidebook that came in with the deck. Very pretty there on the back. And then it is full of information. You would notice though that the names of the goddesses are not always like at the top, and that's because I think they were trying to save space, I guess, because there's no white paper, blank space here. As soon as the information from the previous goddess ends, the next goddess starts. So that's how it looks like. You have the name of the goddess, the keyword associated with her, and then a quote or a poem, and then the mythology. I'm really enjoying reading about the mythology, so it's very cool that this guidebook has a lot of information. You have the meaning of the card, ritual suggestion, and that's it. And then you go on to the next one. So very nice guidebook, very thick. As for the cards, US Games cardstock is actually really good. I don't have any issues. But this is actually my first Oracle deck from US Games. So this one's it's different from the others, it's different from the tarot decks. This is kind of like, it feels rough, and it's not that thick, but I don't mind. This is Rhiannon. Okay, cool. The backing, I would have preferred if this, if this wasn't there. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's kind of like somebody just created a vector for a box and then they wrote the title. So that's how it was added there. So I guess it would have been better if, anyway, that's just my thoughts. So here are the images. I think the goddess are, very well represented in this deck. They are, depicted according to how they really look like, in line with what's said in the mythology. They have a good amount of goddesses. Oh, fast. So cute, right? They have a good amount of goddesses and segment. Gosh, gorgeous. So yeah, Pachamama. Yeah, a lot of different goddesses, and yeah, I like it. I like this deck. So that is the Goddess Oracle by Amy Sophia Marashinsky and Harana Hanto. Next up, we have Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot Deck. This is by Matt Hughes, published by, you guessed it, US Game Systems. I have it upside down. It's quite messy already. This is one of the first few decks that I got from US Games. So it came in with, what's this one? Oh, it came in with these other cards, or additional cards. So they have the Well and the Artist. I'm not really using those recently, so it came in with this guidebook, very simple, just kind of like a little white book, but nowhere near the thinness of the Los Scarabeo guidebooks, or well, little white books, because this one has quite a lot of information in it. So I do appreciate this, even though it's just plain white. And then here, cardstock. Cardstock is nice. I like US Games cardstock. I think it's very sturdy. It snaps back. It's not too thin, not too thick, so it's really good. There's nothing on the other side, but I do love the dark olive color. And the magic is in the front side, because this one actually has some metallic foiling, or metallic stamping, I guess. So this is a really pretty deck. It somehow has like that Art Nouveau feel, and I do enjoy the colors. They're very purpley, um, quite feminine, I guess you can say. It's very romantic looking, and I do love the, what do you call that? The stamping, the metallic sheen. I think it's, oh, look at that. It kind of like reminds me of Dumbledore with the Emperor right there. And I guess the images are also, drawn very nicely. No harsh lines. Major Arcana cards are gorgeous. See? So each card, there's no specific kind of like design for the stamping, so it varies per card. Yes, it does look like borders, but yeah, it varies per card. Look at that devil card. I think that's the most gorgeous devil card I've ever seen. And the color is purple, pink. Look at that. So yeah, that is my Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes. Oops. Oh. There you go. Pretty backing as well. I missed this deck from the original video, so I'm reshooting it. So this is the Tea Leaf Fortune cards by Ray Hepburn, published by US Games Inc. The artwork is by Shauna Alexander, so this is how it looks like. To be honest, I haven't really used this much, but yeah, so this is the box. It opens like this, similar to the Goddess Oracle deck. This one has 200 cards, so that's quite a lot. It came in with this organza bag wherein you can put all of the round cards, so you can shuffle it nicely. It came in with this thick guidebook as well that has very, pleasant paper. I am very surprised that it is very thick. It's quality paper. It does provide a lot of information from the history to how to read, and like images and depictions as well. So yeah, you would have a lot of information because they also go through each of the cards. Now on to the actual cards. Okay, yeah, it looks like this. It's not that thin either, so that's pretty good. So you would have the title and the meaning. So yeah, so you would have the actual tea leaf cards. They're in red, and then you have the months of the year. I'm gonna flip it over. April, okay, October, so that's how it looks like. November, and then you have the astral houses over here. So the astral houses would be wealth, marriage, career. Very simple images, and I think it's cute that they're round. It's just quite difficult, of course, to shuffle because there's, so many cards. But yes, this is my Tea Leaf Fortune cards by Ray Hepburn and Shauna Alexander. Next up, I want to show you my Morgan Greer Tarot in a tin. Pretty, this one has, I think I dropped it, or no, I think this one came in like this. So it came in a tin. Oh, the back. That's how it looks like. And the backing is pretty classic. It's I think it's well known. What's this? Oh, it came in with like an extra card. So I want to show you the guidebook. Okay. Again, small but informative guidebook. And then the cards are not too thin, not too thick. Usual. I think it's a good card stock. I think it shuffles really well. Don't have any problems there. And this is your classic backing. In the front, you would have, since it's the Morgan Greer Tarot, it follows the RWS system, but it has like 70s theme, as you can see in the stash. Do I plan on getting the full-size version? Not really. I think this one's already well loved. I don't feel the need to get the full-size version. I mean, I have tiny hands, so this one's actually perfect for me. The stash. So yeah, that's it. That's my Morgan Greer Tarot. Next up is this tiny baby over here. That's called the Tiny Universal Weight Tarot. Again, US games definitely. And this is so tiny, man. Like, it's really, really tiny. This one has some sort of like a guide sheet, I guess. I can't say that it's a guidebook, but it opens up like this. And it does have quite a lot of information, really. And it even provided a spread, so that's cool. And here are your cards. So it's so tiny, but you can see the images. It's also rather weight, and even though it's tiny, I guess if you're familiar with the RWS system, you can very well pick up on the meanings of the cards, even though if you can't even read the title or the number there. I mean, of course you would know. So I kind of got this one because I think it's adorable, and I just decided to go for it. So that is my Tiny Universal Weight Tarot. Next up is the Smith-Waite Tarot Deck Centennial Edition. It includes 2 sample tarot art by Pixie. I think it's really cute. This is my go-to deck for whenever I go out traveling. I always bring this with me. Here are the cards, the additional cards by Pixie, non-tarot art rather. And then it came in with this guidebook, so quite similar to the size of and thickness of the Morgan Greer guidebook. Informative as well. And for the backing, I love the backing. I initially thought that this was kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's boring, but it grew on me. I like it. I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of tarot readers use this card, the bigger one, so I think I kind of like, it's so familiar already to me, so yeah, I like it. The images are, of course, RWS, but these are colored differently. It's a bit more toned down, less saturation, and they made it look a little bit more vintagey. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if you can see that. So yeah, it is a little bit more vintagey. There, that is my Smith-Waite Centennial Tarot Deck in a tin. Coming next is the Sun and Moon Tarot by Vanessa DeCourt. This actually follows the Thoth system. I edged mine in black. So if you get yours, it won't come in like this. It has this classic, just elegant looking backing with the floral mandala over there. Very pretty. And then in the front, you would have black borders. And the images are people with no faces. I haven't used this deck for a while though. But yeah, I mean, this follows the look at that cow. Is that a cow or a bull? Yeah, this follows the Thoth system, so it has those keywords there, and it is very astrological, I guess, in a way, because it does it sticks to the teachings of the Kabbalah. I hope I am providing accurate information, though if I'm not, please feel free to correct me. But yeah, so this is the Sun and Moon Tarot. Oh, I forgot to show you the guidebook. Guidebook is pretty much the same as the Morgan Greer Tarot as well, but this one has a little bit more information because of the Thoth system. So you would have the Hebrew characters and all of that. So yeah, this is the Sun and Moon Tarot by Vanessa DeCourt. Last but not least, we have the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane. If my Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck is kind of like my feminine deck, this is my masculine tarot deck, only because the colors are kind of like midnight blue and this pretty shade of green. But that's just me. So it came in with this very nice guidebook. It has different spreads at the back. And then you would have the explanations. So those are for the minor arcana cards. For the major, you would have a little bit more information, like you would have the keywords and the element associated with the card. Now on to the cardstock. Gosh, this is really gorgeous. I love the cardstock. It's like premium quality. That's the best way to describe this. It's thick, but it's bendable. Okay, I think this will hold for a long time. I love the design. It's kind of like reminiscent of maybe a crow's feather, maybe, I guess. I do like it. Yeah, I mean, the cardstock is wonderful. And here you have, oh, we have the devil. So these are the images. Of course, this is a Rider-Waite Smith inspired deck, but only depicting ravens and crows. So I think it's very clever. I like it. This one has different colored borders, if you can see over here. I don't mind at all. I think it's cute. At least it's kind of like the whole image is just framed. So that is the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane. So this marks the end of my US Games deck collection video. If you have some questions about the decks that I have, please feel free to drop me a comment. Or if you just want to say if you have the same decks as I do, or you would like to get some of the decks that I have, I would love to converse with all of you guys. Thank you again for staying up until the end, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you and see you again soon. Bye!